and it doesn't seem to have created much in the way of problems.
Are you
ever anywhere
kidding me, right?
No.
Are you kidding me? You if you were to run some sick Nazi-level experiment and you were basically to just take, you had like a control group of feminine women, and then you gave a shitload of them testosterone, and you had two control groups, absolutely, the people who were receiving testosterone would develop masculine interests, 100%.
Gotcha. All of them?
A very large proportion of them, yes.
Okay, so you would say that all of them would have male traits suddenly, just based on the testosterone infusion?
I would say a large chunk of them, yes.
Okay, so within the paradigm of your theory then, what you're saying is that all things that you would consider masculine within your social paradigm, you consider that to be male gendered instead of male sex.
I'm not trying to dodge. I am trying to answer your question. What I would say that a lot of social expressions stereotypically have, they have like gendered expressions. Social behaviors can have gendered expressions.
So they're associated with male or female.
Man or woman, sure.
Okay. So why is it that we can't just call those male or female expressions?
Because there's no utility.
It sounds like it's absolute utility if you're agreeing that even if you were to take a woman and infuse them with massive amounts of testosterone, they would suddenly go over to things that you traditionally conceptualize as being male. That would be male, yeah?
Wait. So are you arguing that when there's like a transgender woman, we should just say that she's also a female?
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is that underneath your paradigm, right, you're saying everything that you're considering to be a male gender trait, I'm saying can also just be assumed to be a male sex trait. It's completely and totally feasible to view it that way, and I don't see why it wouldn't. We can make it the delineation point based on small gametes and on XY chromosomes, as we've already agreed. This is my point, is when you say that gender has utility, I don't think it does. I think that if you were to take it and put weighted characteristics behind everything that you would consider to be a gendered male thing versus a sex thing, you would find that they're absolutely interchangeable.
I don't think so at all. And then just to answer this, because I know we're wrapping up on time. So the problem with taking a whole bunch of social behaviors and then just limiting, basically labeling them as solely the offshoots of your sex is because it absolutely limits human freedom in how people choose to express themselves, okay? Warhammer 40,000 is not typically the fucking purview of 6'4", 230-pound military and law enforcement veterans. It is the purview of 5'5", 110-pound fucking dorks, okay?
Male?
The reason, yeah, males, but still fucking dorks and people with a fucking feminine perspective. So women play with dolls and shit. Okay,
right.
Basically,
right.
Are you telling me this is a masculine expression? Are you telling me that this is an assertion of my male dominance right here? This fucking little plastic toy that I'm playing with as somebody who's halfway through my fucking life. Is this a Chad move right now?
No, probably not. But I don't really
probably
know what that has to do with anything.
Okay, I would say that typically playing with toys would be either viewed as a childish or feminine trait into adulthood. The reason why we don't the reason why we don't associate social behaviors rawly with sex is because very clearly it doesn't map on one-to-one to how people conduct themselves. That's why there's social utility in basically not divorcing these concepts, but saying that gender is rooted in sex, but it's not necessarily predictive for everything that a human person can
but
become.
you can't even apply gender to that because you have to put so many different types of expression on it, come up with so many different types of genders that you yourself, a boomer, can't keep track of them all.
Well, good thing that we invented fucking language and we can fight these things out in debates such as this, and then we can try to figure out the best social course forward. And ultimately, I would remind you that I am coming from a secular lens, so I think I'm a fucking monkey on a dirt ball spinning in the void of space, and ultimately language is a noise I make in order to put ideas into your head. If we need to create new sounds with my mouth in order to put more accurate ideas in your head, I am perfectly fine with that as something that we have to do as a species.
Yeah, but that really doesn't have anything to do with what I'm talking about as the delineation of gender and sex, with gender being a construction that you can basically base everything as far as gender goes on sex, which, by the way, not to appeal to history, but was done successfully for, I don't know, 8,500 years or so since we have recorded history. And it doesn't seem to have created much in the way of problems.
Are you
ever anywhere
kidding me, right?
No.
Are you kidding me?
You.
Hold on. You think stereotypical expressions of genders for the past 10,000 years of human history haven't caused problems?
No, well, stereotypical as far as gender goes, gender's a brand new concept. However, what you would consider gender, going back that far, no, I don't think that ascribing men doing manly things because that's their natural inclination to do those manly things caused us problems at all. Or females doing their female things, for instance. I don't think that caused massive problems. In fact, it seemed to cause far less problems when people knew what their roles in society were.
Okay, this is just like historically one of the weirdest comments I've ever fucking heard.